Alright, so in this tutorial, and possibly over the next couple of tutorials, we are going to be making another script, and this is going to be a custom scene, which is basically a sound test scene, where you can actually choose sounds and play them and stuff like that. For this purpose, I have decided to, instead of using our nice and safe scripting project, I'll use the one that I normally use for my own scripts. The reason being because I have custom music in here that I don't mind using, whereas I have no custom music in the scripting one, so that's why I'm using this one now. Anyway, let's just jump into it. Now, since it's going to be a scene, the first thing we need to do is to make an actual scene for it. But since we don't actually have a class or a scene for it yet, I think we'll just start with the module. Alright, so continue. Alright, so first of all, module, diamond and platinum 3 for me. Module, and this is sound test scene. Alright, end. Alright. Nope. Alright. Now we're going to make a hash. And this is what's going to happen. This hash is going to contain every single sound and every data for it. So, the way I'm going to make this work is I'm just going to have as simple as the string for the actual file name of the sound itself is going to be the identifier. Okay, so what to call this? I have no idea what to call it. We'll just go sounds, because why not? Alright. Now inside of sounds, we are going. The identifier itself is going to be the actual file name. So again, if I go over here into my game folder, I have all these sounds from various different games like Mass Effect and Pokemon and Tales of Symphonia, Aaron Grog, yada yada yada. So I'll just pick a random one and let's go with that. Alright, back to script. Now, this is going to be the identifier itself. So, it's a string. And this itself is also going to be a hash. Alright. Now, the way this is going to work is, I should probably comment these so it looks a little nicer. Right. So, that's one block. Now, inside of it, we're going to make symbols. So, the symbol is going to be display name, and that's going to equal dragon, spiral, tower. Alright, so the display name is during the actual music scene itself, when you go to select a sound, instead of it having displaying this name, we have it display this name. This is just the file name. This is the file name, and this is the display name of that file. Understand? Now, when it comes to hash, after you finish an element, you have to put in a comma, just like with arrays. So this block here is an element, so put a comma. Same goes for this. This here is an element for this thing, so it's sort of like a 2D array, so to speak. So this also needs a comment, so comma. So put a comma. Alright, so now we've got display name. We'll go default volume. Tab it out a little bit, make it look nicer. Alright, default volume is default volume can be 100, right? default pitch also 100. Alright, what else we need? We need, suppose we can unlock conditional switch, 0, why not? I'll get into that in a sec. Alright, info line 1. Yeah, don't worry, I'll jump into what these are in a second. Line 2. Oh, go back. Info line 3, line 3. Alright, and info line 4. Alright, where's my paint.net? There you are. This is roughly how the sound test scene itself is going to look. We're going to have a window here. Not a window. It's window selectable, and it's going to have all your sound crap in it. So your sound options, no, the sounds in the list. So like that's highlighted, and you know the rectangle's going to do that little flashy effect it does. All right, up here we're going to have the help section. You know, the one that says press this, press, and yada 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 for such and such to happen. Alright, over here we're going to have a second window selectable option, and these are going to have like play sound, you know, decide volume, pitch, and crap like that. And over here we're going to have lines. And now the lines are going to be like, you can put in whatever you want. So this is going to be line 1 here, line 2, line 3, line 4. And the reason why we're going to have that is put it something like, you can probably put the actual description. So you can say, you can put the in the author here. So author, that's what I can type with a mouse. So author, then if you want to put anything on line 2, you can put something there, or then something else. Or if you got your music from an actual game, you can actually go from this game and then put it there. So that's the way that's going to work. Now, the conditional switch itself is, when you go in to load in the actual stuff, when you go to load in the sound files for the scene, what you want to do is you want to have these switches to be on. So put it like this, like you're going through your game, like normal, pretend this is a good game for a moment, going along, and then like you've done some sort of epic thing, you've entered a battle where this new music is played, this new music that you never heard before. So then an event switch turns on, you've heard this music now, so now you can view it in the actual sound test scene, right? So you can't hear this sound in the sound test scene until you've actually heard it before. Sort of like a final boss battle theme. Final boss battle themes are usually epic and great and awesome to listen to. But that's exactly the thing. You're not supposed to hear them before you've actually fought the last enemy boss, right? So that's basically what the conditional switch is for. Conditional switch being event switch has to be on, unless it's 0. If it's 0, then don't worry about it. So if this was 10, we'd want to make sure that event switch 10 was on. Anyway, like I was saying, if event switch 10 is on, then we will worry about, you know, if this is anything besides 0, then we'll worry about if that event switch is on and if we can actually see the sound. Alright, so that's pretty much how that part's going to work. You're just going to make a hash here, and you're just going to keep adding to it. So if I have anything more, then I'll change the file name, so Don't Mess With Me by Aaron Krog. And now I can fill out the information for it, so it's just going to be Don't Mess With Me. Don't mess with moi. Hey. And for the information, author can be, who was the author? I don't remember. Not worried about that. We'll just go from Pokemon Black and White. There you go. So you know what game it's from now. And as for Don't Mess With Me, we know who that is. So that author is Aaron Krog. Spell it right. And there you go. Alright, now to make all this work. Now, we need to make a class. We need to make a scene, first of all. So we need to go class, scene, inherit from scene base, so it gets all the functionality. So let's just do that. We'll just go down here and go class, scene, sound, test. That's usually an underscore, so I don't like to break from tradition. And that inherits from scene base. Def start. Oh, one more thing, and I almost forgot this. Include these. Like I said, don't use this outside of your own classes. So as you can see here, I'm actually making a new class. So this is stuff that's not included in the default script. So if I was to actually include Down to Platinum 3 sound test scene in the default script, then if any other person happens to be using that default script for their own scripts, and I've included my stuff and they've included theirs, and we have the exact same name, then yeah, we're pretty screwed. It's not going to work properly. Alright, so def start, that's obviously scene base stuff, so let's just go to scene base and grab that. Give me, I want all of this. I don't want to have to copy, so just give me. Alright, should name it, where are you? There you are. Sound test scene, and just paste it there. Alright, so this super, because of terminate, so that will handle that part for us. Pre-terminate, again super. So I don't know if I'm going to put anything into these, so I'm not going to get rid of them yet. Super again. Nope, wrong one. Just put super in here because we don't need basic, because that won't do it for us. Scene changing, I don't need that either. Post start, yep. I would like to use super for that, and same for start. Okay. Cool. Alright, so we got start now, and how to go about doing this. Just having a little thing. Oh yes, I was. Damn it, I forgot. The whole reason I made that in the first place is so I can actually put it in the menu. Alright, so scene menu. That's that's window command. Yes, I think so. Should be. Yep. Alright, that's the one. Now, what we're going to do is we are going to add. Now, if we look at the list, where exactly would you want these sound tests to be? Because as I imagine it, I probably wouldn't have a sound test before the save game. I'd probably have it just before the end game option. In fact, let's go into it. Oh yes, damn it. That's what I was saying before. You need to have, because it's an element, you need to have commas on it. Alright. What? Oh, damn. Completely unrelated script, don't worry about that. That was something I was doing for Logan Forest. Alright. So in this menu itself, where would you expect the sound test to be? Because I wouldn't have it anywhere here for that matter, because it doesn't look right. So it would probably be just before save game or just after it, just above game end, because in my opinion that's probably where I'd be looking for a sound test, right? So I think I'm going to put it in the actual just before game end. So to do that, if I go back up to window menu command, to do that I would have to put a before game end option, but after save. Okay, so to do that we would actually alias the add game end command and then insert it in there. Alright, now just trying to remember how to do this because I forgot temporarily. What's add command? What's that for? What are you even in here? Alright, window command. Fine. Window. What am I doing? Oh yes. Alright. Damn it. Now I remember. Add original commands. Copy that. As far as I'm aware, I think that's what I should be doing. I'll go to C menu for a second here. Alright. I just remembered. Okay, fine. Alright, menu command. I want this. So give me. Sound test scene and put it just down here for now. Alright. And go away. Alias time. Alias dp3 underscore sound test scene underscore window menu command underscore add game end command. Yeah, they get long, don't they? Underscore. Yeah. Underscore offer. Yeah. It's a bit weird, but okay, fine. So, no. Put it there. And here's why. What's going to happen is it's going to add our own personal command first, and then it's going to add game end because we just aliased it, remember? So, for this one, I'm going to have. We'll actually put this into the module itself. So, module being menu command text is equal to sound test. Alright. So you are. Give me that. Now test scene. That's just the text of itself. So this is sound test. That's the text, and your symbol is just going to be sound test. Sound underscore test. Yes, alright. And that should add it just before the end. Just before game end. So we should be able to see that now. It just won't do anything. There we go. So say world map sound test. It doesn't do anything because we haven't set the handler for it. Alright, so we'll go back and we'll actually set the handler for it now. Alright. And that's in scene menu, I think. It should be. Nope. Up there. Scene menu. Gimme. Alright, that's create command window. That's fine. I want that. Gimme. Put it there. And get rid of all the crap we don't need. Which includes this, by the way. I should alias it, but I haven't done that yet. That's this. And method, our method's going to be command sound test. Okay, def sound test. Just scene manager dot call and this. Again, if you don't know what I'm doing, I've done this previously in other tutorials. Yeah. So if you're stuck, go back through them. Alright. Created our scene now. Sweet. And I need to alias this, so I'm going to do that. Alias. I'm just going to copy this. Yes. Scene menu. Scene menu underscore create command window. Okay. Call original method. Cool. Command window and command sound test. Now, if we were to play it, we should go to a black screen. And yes, I am aware that I have done this before. See, as you can see, it works. I am aware that I have done this before, but I felt like if we're going to make a new script, then I should go through it again. Alright. So with the black screen, we can load up the scene now, so we can actually see stuff going into it. Now, as I recall from last time, I need to put something in here saying return scene. Return scene if input dot trigger B, which I might have to fix up later. Maybe. Yeah. Alright, now all that done, we should go into start and actually start working on it. So the first thing we need to do is get window command. So your window command and XY, yep. And how does one add stuff into you? I assume it's just add command. Yes, it is. Okay, fine. Alright. Let's get window command then. Window command. Well, window selectable. Window selectable works too. It should. What's window selectable? You help window fix all this stuff. Yeah, we'll just go window command. Window command looks nicer. Alright. Back here, and it's an instance variable, so sound command select. How about just sound select? Sound select is equal to window command dot new. Now that should be taking arguments, I think. So what are your arguments? Your arguments are XY. Okay, so your arguments are just XY. That's fine. XY, I don't know what your XY arguments are going to be just yet, so I'm just going to have 0, 0. And I'll fix it up later when I find out what I need to have. Input. Sound select. Appropriate command. Sound select window. Command window. So I actually know what it is if I check throughout the script. Is equal to that. Alright. Now, we get this. Note this. Remember that we have included the Diamond and Platinum 3 and sound test scene stuff, so that means this is actually available in here without me having to do that. So now I'm going to go dot each key, and I've said this before, each key meaning it's going to go through each of these and get these and stuff. Alright, so each key do, and I want you to get me key name. And what we're going to do is we're going to push add command, and I have to find out what the add command. arguments are. So let me just go to the command, and add command should be, there you are. You want a name, symbol, and enabled an ext extension. Okay. Paste it there. So the name of the command. Name. Oh yes. Silly me. That's what this is for. Alright. So sounds. Key name. Key name. And then in that one, display name. Display name. And that's the name. What to do for this one? Should probably do the exact same. Just go to yeah, alright. To explain what I'm doing so far, I'm adding in the command window, and in the command window itself I am going through each of the sounds here, and I'm adding in the command to actually select that sound to play. So that's exactly what's happening right now. I am going through each element in that hash, and I'm adding command for it. So the first thing for add command is the name of the command, meaning, you know, the text, the vocab, what it shows up, and that itself is actually the display name. So the display name is, you know, Don't Mess With Me and Dragon's Power Tower. Alright, so that's that one. Now for the symbol itself, as we know already, this here is a symbol, this thing, but you can actually convert a string into a symbol. So what we're going to do is, I think what I will do is get this. No, get sounds key name, and just go to sim. And basically what that does is, if I'm on this one and I grab this, down there, it basically converts this into that. Alright, so that's going to be the symbol for this part here. Alright. Alright, so with that done, we don't have to worry about it being enabled or an extension, because it's going to do it automatically for us. So we have done, damn it, we've managed to add the commands, the symbol for the command and the name for the command. Now right after that we have pitch, volume. We don't need that. We need to worry about the conditional switch. Now what we're going to do is we're going to get sounds, key name, and then get the conditional switch, which return it back. If I'm putting it in the wrong place. Nope. Put it there. If sounds key name is equal to 0, so if you cannot actually turn it on at all, next. Now remember what next does is, when you do a loop like this, even if it's an each key loop or whatever, if you say next, then if it hits next, it's actually going to not worry about this at all and go into the next portion of the loop. So if the conditional switch is equal to 0, meaning always be available, I'm doing that wrong. Next, unless next unless game underscore switches that. So next unless game underscore switches, whatever switch that is on, or this is equal to 0. all the switch that we're looking for is equal to 0. So 0. Or better yet, let's do one up and just put it here and go switch is equal to that. Or switch ID is better. There we go. That looks a bit clearer. So next, unless switch ID is actually on, or switch ID is equal to 0. Okay, now that should be that part done. 0, no, you're at 10. I want you to be 0. Same for you, 0. Alright, and yeah. So far for the moment, we should be able to go into it and, hang on, am I missing a bracket? No, that should be fine. Alright, so if I was to go into the scene now, I should be able to see the command window with 2 options. And you have a really bad width ratio on you. Alright, so let's fix that. Window command. How big is window command usually supposed to be? Window command and window width, window height, yes. Return 160, so why are you not 160? That doesn't make a lot of sense. Alright, we'll change the position to something like 160. Again 160, and if that doesn't work, then I'll do it manually. Alright. Dot width is equal to 160. Dot height equal to graphics dot height, and back to 0 for you. 0 0. Hopefully that works. There we go. Alright. So what's happening is it actually is there because I can go up and down and it has 2 options, but I can't see it. So I think what that might have something to do with updating, probably. So let's update it. Dot update. See what happens. Now when you update, it has no... Very strange. I'm not sure why it's doing that. Select E key name. Alright, so after poking around for a little bit, I managed to figure out why. The reason why it's not working is because window command itself is actually supposed to be an inherited class. And what that means is, that means I'm supposed to make a new class that inherits from window command, and then add stuff to that. So an example of this is, well, window menu command does it too. So if I go to window menu command, this is what it is. You're supposed to use make command list and add stuff into there, and when you do that, and then after that it draws the stuff for you. Alright, so that's pretty much what I have to do here to make that work. I have to make a new class that uses that. So let's do that. Alright, mine's going to be called sound test command. Sound test command. And I don't care about the description. Alright, class sound test command. This inherits from window menu command, obviously, so No, it doesn't. Window command. Now, all I'm really concerned about with this is making a command list. So, def make command list. Now that should be right. Make command list. Yep, that's fine. End. Now all I have to do really is get this. Yep. Copy. Thank you. I shouldn't have to need this now. Put it down here and put it in there. First problem is I need to include that again. Again, it's okay since this is my own class now. I don't have to worry about it conflicting with anyone else's. Make command list and give it its complementary title. So that's make command list. Make command list. And yeah, that should work. I hope. Now, grab this, go back up. Shouldn't have to worry about update. Just put that there. And that should work, hopefully. Nil class. Why? Oh, right, this. Ah, silly me. We're adding command to our own thing, since this is a local function now. Alright. There we go. Alright, so that's how that part works. Now, the more I add to it, the bigger the window will be. Alright, for the rest of the music, I'll add in the rest of the music off screen since I don't think it really does require recording time. But yeah, it got a little bit crazy for a second there, but that's okay because this will continue and we will eventually get this done. So right now we have a command window. It's not in the exact spot it should be in, but that's alright because we'll fix that up. Yeah, I think that should be all for this little part here anyway. Update, all that stuff. Yep, I'm just going to add stuff after. I'm just going to add the rest of the sounds I have. There is this custom stuff I use, like the Final Fantasy theme. Yeah. Alright, so until next tutorial, stay safe.